What's up, guys? We're back again. This car has gone through a few changes, so it's a little dirty, but hey, let's get back into it because you guys seem to love content about this car, and I seem to always have this car. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about what's different. Let's talk about what changed and what plans are looking like for the Civic. The number one thing that's changed has been the hood. This is an EPR Varus Rep hood. I can't stress this enough to you guys. Please buy authentic. This was probably one of the worst experiences I've had purchasing a part. I will not link the seller because I do not want to drag their business, but it was one of the most frustrating transactions and dealings that I've had to do with this car ever. But it's here and it's great. I'm loving it. You can see you can see straight into the engine bay. There's a lot of cooling abilities with this, and I've been seeing my engine temperatures come down pretty quickly compared to typically here in Texas. The hood was paint matched by my buddy Jose, aka Delira Designs. He was an awesome friend of mine, and he is just the best when it comes to paint work and paint matching. He even redid my indicators, paint matching them, just a flat model versus the one that had the little bump on it. So that's changed. The other thing he did was he actually repaired the Greddy lip. The Greddy lip had a really big crack in it, and I don't know where I got it from, but yeah, there was a pretty big crack in the lip, and he fixed that as well as resprayed it, so it looks a lot better now. And he also uncovered our little Greddy emblem that was hidden by a previous business or shop that worked on the car. So that's back, so I'm really happy to have that back on the car. He also repaired the grille because the grille had a lot of fitment issues. There were cracks all around here, broken pieces up here. And he went ahead and he fixed the whole thing. You can see the fitment is extremely flush. I know that in my last video I talked about how the fitment of the grille really wasn't that great, but now it's fixed and I'm really happy about that. Another thing he did was he installed these hood pins for me, which are really helpful because this hood is really light, and so when I'm driving at highway speeds, it was actually shaking. The fitment was a little off, and so I asked him to put those in, and it fits perfectly now. Much happier with it, and I feel a lot safer while driving. I can actually show you guys how these hood pins work. First thing you want to do, click them in. As soon as they're clicked, pull the hood. And there we go. So the next thing we've actually changed on the front are these are the vents. I know a lot of people go for the 2020 garnish. I already had a 2020, and I wanted to see how else can I help with the cooling of the engine bay and with better airflow. So these are actually vented. You can see straight into the intake right there. They're really great. Same exact mesh wiring from the grill now on here, and I also wrapped them. I wrapped the little eyebrows, mustaches, whatever you want to call those. Those are wrapped to match the color of the car. Another new thing that I've put on, pretty new, these spoon windshield wipers. These are actually super rare to find in left-hand drive. They're mostly available in right-hand drive, so it's pretty rare. Pretty happy to get these. A lot of people have been asking me as to where you can get them, and to be honest, you'd have to find someone selling them. So whenever I sell mine, that's where you can buy it from. We also have a dash cam installed now. Shout out to Blackview. They sent me this, and it has battery in the glove box. I'll get to that a little bit later. And it has a camera in the back. So this thing's pretty great. I've been able to record everything on the road, so it's been pretty awesome. We've got new badging on the car. New Mugen badging is here, the Mugen equipped badge. A pretty rare badge to find, and I'm really happy. Shout out my boy Tom for sending this to me from California. I'm really happy with it, and it just fits the build really nicely. The next major thing that's changed is the brakes. I actually pulled the brakes off of a Hyundai Genesis Coupe. I forget what year, but it was on CivicX.com. The forums, they can tell you how to actually do this swap. But the caliper lines up perfectly and bolts right up to the OEM equipment. But the rotor is actually from a Nissan Rogue with third row seating. So a little bit of an interesting fitment there, but that is the main change. I really love how these complement the wheels. It looks really nice. Really happy with how these came out. I might upgrade to slotted brakes, but we'll see how that goes. I also installed these Redline tuning struts. The Redline tuning struts are really awesome. They keep the hood open, and it was really helpful because this hood doesn't have a place for the normal strut bar, the little bar that goes up there. So couldn't use that. So it was kind of a struggle to like work with it while that was happening. But yeah, it's all good now. Everything's been figured out. Here's the holes for here are the little holes for where the pins go, and the pins were drilled right into here. Pretty clean install, and so it's been looking good since then. So yeah, this is what the car's looking like. It's been really great working on it. It's been some awesome updates. Really happy with it, and hope you guys keep following along. Hope you guys keep enjoying the content I put out. But yeah, we'll see what happens next. I'm not sure what else I really want to change on this car. I think next might be an intercooler, possibly an intercooler. Would love to kind of help with the heat here in Texas, but also possibly turbo inlet pipe. I would like to get one from PRL, a titanium one, especially since you can see straight into it through the vent. I would love to get a brand new one that just looks a little bit better and a little cleaner. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks a lot for sticking around, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.